Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77, and we are back on the All the Mods Tend to the Sky world. We're down in the cave, and behind me is the sieving tower that I made, which does what is it? Gravel, sand, dust, and soul sand. You can see the little laser beams from the modular routers, and it's been working great, and it continues to work fine. And I mentioned in that episode that there were other resources that I wanted to get, and so we're going to work on that today. We're going to make another tower. I have some notes here, though. The resources we're going to try to do is Netherrack, Blackstone, Deepslate, and Endstone. Yeah, Endstone. That'll get us some neat things. So I have to work on this right now, but what I want to do is I want to get the center tower made first, and then I'll work on the resource generation second. So what I have is picked out is I'm going to put probably something like right here will be the, you know what, I'm going to put a flux point because I know how this is going to look. So I'm going to put a flux point right here, and the barrels will be around it just like that. And then we're going to have, for each of these, a sieve and a hammer. It's pretty easy to do. So the tower will be something like, you put one on here, on here, and one up here. That's all you need. And then we are going to, let's see, add a wrench here to it, just like that. We'll put in the upgrade, and that should get us plenty of power. And then, of course, join it to the network. Okay, so that's solved. Now, around the base of it, we want to have the barrels. These are oak barrels for sophisticated storage. Okay, and there we go. Now, each of these, I want to have a basic tier up to diamond, so it gives it more storage. So when I do that, you can see if I look into it now, it's got a lot more area. We're going to do that for each of these. And I don't know why I didn't do it for those, but it looks different. It's kind of cool. Now, each of these, I also want it to have, I want to have 2 stack upgrades. That way that the items that go into it, they stack a little bit more. And when, so don't fill up as quickly. So that's what this is for. And I know that I'll probably need, just like I do here for this, I'll probably need a compacting upgrade. Wow, we got lots of resources. Uh, Squirrel. Anyway, there are compacting upgrades, and I have one here in case I need it. So we'll use that probably later. Now, like I said, on each of these, we're gonna have a sieve. Okay, so we'll do that. And inside of each of those, we need to have a mesh. We're gonna use a diamond mesh. So that should be all of that. And in each of these, I'm also going to put in an upgrade, one of these diamond upgrades. I have them all there, one level of diamond. It makes it work with 16 items per redstone pulse or whatever you want to call this. So that's okay. I just realized I didn't bring down the hammer I needed. Okay, so then we have on top of these, we're going to have the flux hammer. I can just get up here, or I can probably just go like that. There we go. Okay, so the flux hammer is going to have the resources and going to, so like as an example, endstone will go into here, then it will be hammered down into crushed endstone, which will then be sieved, and then the output will go down here. And of course, in each of these, I want to have an upgrade. So we'll do that. And that is just about it. The only thing I forgot, and I do this every time, is I need to bring a hammer down to change the output of this from out this side to the bottom. But I can do that anytime, and we've seen that done before. So what is next? Well, I have to start to figure out how to get these resources, and I've done some research, and I know kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to go and gather the resources up top. One of the things I've found is that the block generator, this is the cobblestone generator we use, it's not just useful for cobblestone. It actually works for other materials. For instance, you could make endstone if you had witch water on one side instead of regular water and lava, and it's sitting over glowstone. Unfortunately, though, this recipe is not that great because the lava block or lava source is consumed, okay? But if we want to look at some other resources here, for instance, netherrack, you put a piece of netherrack down and you have lava on both sides, it makes netherrack. It's very simple. So that's probably one we want to do right there. And then let's see what else is another netherrack different if you use witch water, but over redstone. But we'll just use lava. We got plenty of that. Obsidian. This is another way to make obsidian. I didn't have to do what I did with pumping the lava out and doing the whole system. This is a better way to do that. I probably should upgrade that system in a little while. Let's see, Deepslate right here, though, is packed ice and lava. And actually, we have some packed ice. I do have ice with me. So basically what I want to do is these are the two that I think I can do with the stone generator. I'm going to make some of these up to the diamond level, which should be pretty easy. And then I'm going to get some buckets of lava, some packed ice, and I do have ice in here. I had a wandering trader at one point. I don't remember when, gave me 6 blue ice when I bought it. So we've got ice here. I can just grab that right now. And we have packed ice. It's just like that. So let me go ahead and make those, and we'll get this portion of it set up that use this cobblestone generator, this stone block generator. All right, I think right here is where we're going to have this system. So again, we're going to put it down like we did upstairs, just like that. And there is the area that we want to have this generator. We're going to do this as netherrack. So I'm going to do one more hole and put the netherrack down to put that below the machine here. Okay. And then we're going to have on each side of it was lava. So let's do that. And we'll just pop one here and we'll pop one here. And this should be creating the resource that we need. Now I'm going to a barrel on top of it, just like that. And this should be filling up, and it is with netherrack. Look at that. So that's pretty easy. Now I'm going to cover these up with the blocks that I just had. This one, yeah, I'm going to do that with this one too. So we'll do that. You can't even see it. And this is just netherrack. And I could put like some sort of like a drawer like that since it's a single resource, and maybe I'll switch it out later. That's pretty easy, but I like this drawer too, or this barrel as well. So now that we have that, we go into the other side of this, which is doing the modular router. We do a router. Here we go. There we go. We get a puller, and we just, let me grab one. Puller from the downside and pop it in. And you can see it's going to grab that. And of course, last episode, I showed you I'd do 6 of these. So do 6, grabs the whole stack. And then we have to have the distributor. So I'm going to pull this to the back side here, one of these. There we go. Shift right click, there it went. And of course, we have to then put it into the machine. And you know what I forgot again? The hammer. But you can see it's sending netherrack. So this will start to, do what it needs to do. But of course, it has no output because I have to go fix that. But that's fine. Okay, so that's working. And then probably I could do right over here another one of these machines. And this one is with the packed ice and the other lava to make whatever it was. I can't even remember. So let me do that here. We'll do this right now again. Same thing. It's pretty easy. We don't need anything below it, I don't believe. So we're just going to put down the machine. We're going to put down a lava bucket over here. And we're going to put down a piece of packed ice right here. Barrel on top, and there we are. We're getting cobbled deep slate. Excellent. And then, of course, I'm going to fill this in again. We'll put it on top just like that. So let's do the whole modular router thing. And this is pretty easy, as you can see. So let's, there is the modular router. We'll go and get a puller, which we're going to pull from the down, which probably I could have done all these down, but I didn't do that. So down, brings in, and we need 6 there. Grab a stack. Grab a distributor, and we already did that one, so let's do this side right here. I guess they're going to be crossing, but, we're going to cross streams. That's fine. And there we go, and boom. Just like that. Now, is this producing anything else? I won't know until I actually get the hammers, but that's both sides of that, and that was pretty easy. Let me go get the hammer and set those up. And I'm configuring these to go downward, which is fine. And there we go. And we should start to see them go into this section you did. And as you can see, is there anything here? Do we get anything from it? Interesting. Yes, we are getting in here. We're getting Blackstone pebbles and gunpowder. So that's working. So what's going on here? There we go. Now you can see we're getting the chunks here. That's why I want to do the compacting upgrade. So I'll do that. And I'll go out to here, and I'm going to say, I don't know if it gives it out or not. So I'm going to make sure that I don't compact this. So let's just say, not that. There we go. And as items get into here, it will compact it. I can just, work on this, and it should, did I get the right compactor? Yeah, compacting upgrade 2x2 should work in the, oh yeah, we got to turn on that so it works inside of the GUI. See, you can see there. Let's put them back in. Why is it not? Now I messed up something. And my headset just turned off. It turns off all the time. Let's see why it's not compacting this. This is a good question. So, and there we go. It was this compact anything. I flipped this. And now when any items get put in here that are this type, it will automatically compact. But I found that also you can sort, and it should try to do it. But let's see. If I put that back in, you can see it converted. Just like that. It's working with the interface. So we're good here. We're getting some other things like some uranium, platinum, So we're getting some other resources that we didn't have before, which is kind of nice. And that's one of the reasons why we went with this, which I believe is, which one is this? This is the cobbled deep slate, and we have the netherrack working. Okay, so the next two we have to work on is the Endstone and Blackstone, and both of those will take extractors. So we're going to work on getting the extractors next. Now, I've never really used with the extractor before, so we have to make, I know we're going to need two of these. Okay, so when I try to do this, we're missing some pieces. Next is a fluid or item port. We're going to be doing items, obviously. So let's make a couple of those. There, we got four. That works out fine. And then you need a couple pistons, which I haven't made. And so there we have these two extractors. Okay, so that's fine. But how do you use these? And I'm going to press the U key over it. And up here are the machines that we can make. Now we are looking for not those. Is it Blackstone? I believe so. Blackstone takes blue ice, which we have a blue ice lava, and on one side is soul soil. So we need to get soul soil and of course Blackstone. So let's make sure we have that. Blackstone. Okay, we got a piece of Blackstone. And soul soil. How do you get soul soil? So soul soil, excuse me, is barrel mixing of lava and a piece of soul sand is what it says. Okay, so let's make a barrel, a stone barrel, making sure that we can do that. Stone barrel. I don't know about wood barrels and lava. That would be kind of bad, don't you think? So do that, and then we put in lava or a bucket of lava. I probably have a bucket. I have a bucket. Okay, I thought I maybe had a full bucket. Let's go grab some lava. Uh, empty, 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 empty. There's one. We're gonna have to upgrade the power system pretty soon, right? Okay, and then you take soul sand. Well, we should have some soul sand. I know we got plenty of soul sand downstairs. Soul sand, and if we put it in here, there we go. We have soul soil and we have packed ice. So we need to get the blue ice, right? Blue ice. There we go. And we're gonna need another bucket of lava. And that should be what we need for Blackstone. Where is the lava? There it is. So the other one, the other recipe, let's see what we need here. So let's again go on here, press U, and I said it was going to be Endstone. So we're looking for Endstone. There it is. And this one needs, oh, we need to get a purpur block. And that is going to be kind of difficult because we don't have the materials to make purpur. It takes well, purpur, right? So how do you get purpur? And I know we're going to use, like, if we do this one, it takes popped chorus fruit, and we need chorus fruit. And I don't think we have any. So we're going to have to sieve chorus fruit, looks like, through a mesh, and we'll get, looks like 10% at with diamond. And if we have iron, it is 13%. And I've got iron meshes. So we have some sieve. I took my sieves out, but I can put one of these back. And we'll put iron mesh. I have that. So let's get a couple more sieves. I'll just do 4 at a time, I think. And we're going to have to take some of the endstone that I made earlier and bring it down into the format that we need. So let's do that. Let's do 2 rows. Make it easy. I don't even know why I took this down, but I did. So I'm going to have to take the over here. We've got a whole stack of endstone. Hopefully that's enough. We're going to have to crush it. And then I'm going to have to sieve it and hopefully get enough of the fruit. All right, and we're just about done. And we did get some stuff here. That's good. And we got 10. We only need 1 of these, right? So let's do 4. Pop them into here so we can pop them. Take out my augment real quick there. There they go. And put it back. And we have that. Okay, and then if I go into my crafting grid, I should be able to do that. And we got the purple blocks. And I think these need to be special ones. So I'm going to make them because I know I saw that. So we'll do that and 2 of those. And there we have that. So I think that should be just about enough. Let's make sure again. Let's go and look for, again, the what it does for endstone. Oh, we can make up even skystone stuff. That's good. Got a lot of things here. There it is. It doesn't take anything else. No lava or anything. Just the purpur, the endstone. Oh, we need an endstone. And I think I just used up my last endstone. I'll get that really quick. Okay. Endstone is per endstone extractor. Okay, so that's what we want to have. So I really would like to have it on the same level. So I want to have the barrel here. So the extractor goes here. One down is the endstone. One down is the per, right? The special per. So let's do this real quick. There's that. There's that. And we should have an extractor on top, and it should start glowing. And you can see it is. That's good. And if I put in a barrel on top, there it is, and it should be getting endstone. Excellent. Okay, now it's kind of slow, but it will work. So that is fantastic. And of course, then I can do the modular router thing. So let's just set that up again because, I like to do it all and make sure everything's working right. So we have that. We'll have a puller, which will be going down, and pop that in here. And of course, it's going to start pulling endstone. Great. We'll have 6 upgrades, which does the stack. And we don't have a full stack yet. That's fine. And distributor, we're going to go to this one right here. So I'll do that and stick it in here. And it should send it. And there we go. And it's going to take that. It's going to start to hammer that down. And we should get resources in here from Endstone, which would be what? Like purple blocks or ender pearls. Excellent. Okay. So that's working. And they'll just keep on sending resources. Now I need to get another one of these set up here in just a second. I like to fill that in a little bit. There we go. We're going to put this one probably right over here. I'm going to try to save this space for some other stuff. So that's why I'm kind of doing this over here. So again, this one is going to be what? The other material, which is what? Blackstone? So a Blackstone here, we need to have, let's look at this again, the extractor, soul soil, blue ice, and Blackstone and lava over it. Okay, so if we have, this is the extractor right there, and it's going to be sitting on Blackstone, which would be right here, right? We need to have on each side the 3 things. So right there we go. Let's put in lava. Well, I think we should do it anyway. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't know if there's an order to this. And we'll have soul soil, and we'll have blue ice, and it should start up, and it does right away. That's excellent. Okay, and so then we should be able to put in a barrel on top, and we are getting Blackstone. And once again, we'll do the modular router thing. So, and let's fill that in and that in. So it looks kind of like it works and fits. Okay. Puller. I'm getting good at this. No, not down. There we go. Puller. Do that. Do stack. And we're going to send this one over to here. And that should be it. Here we go. Okay, so there's that resource being sent to, it looks like it's going through, but it's actually going to here. You can see it coming in. And this should be working. And we are getting Blackstone and all the modium. Oh, finally, we're getting some of those other resources. That's amazing. I could probably put a compacting upgrade for these two. I think. Let's see. Maybe. I mean, this could work for compacting. So let me go make a couple compacting upgrades. Maybe, well, let's make 3 just to be sure. I just finished making 3 of the advanced compacting upgrades. The regular does 2x2 things, and this one will do 3x3. So let's see here. Which one we want to do for? I know we're going to have this one right here. So I'm going to grab that and put it in. And I don't know if there's anything specific we need here. So, but you can see it made that right there. If I take this out and put it back in, make sure GUI works. It makes all the modium. That's excellent. And is this compacting anything? And that will make magma blocks. And I don't know if we need necessarily not to do magma blocks. So I'm going to not do magma block. I'm going to take this and say, don't do that. Because we can, do this ourselves later on if we need it. I don't know if we need the magma cream or if we can get it back. Can we get it back? Let's go see. See, I don't think you can get magma cream back, so we'll not compact that. Over here, we have a bunch of things here. Let's see what happens if I do this. Well, and I pull these off. Nothing happens there. Nothing, 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 and nothing. So I don't know that this is necessarily for that one. This is that. And we have, this would be, what are we getting here? Netherrack, okay. So I'm going to put one of these right here. And you can see if I put that back in, it immediately made blocks of quartz was done. Interesting that it doesn't do the Blackstone. I'll do that. There we go. So it automatically is compressing, compressing, compressing even down even further. That's amazing. Okay, and we got gunpowder, and of course over here it is doing the magma. That's fine. I think that works out really well because we can do it here, but we won't be doing it over here, right? So I'm gonna grab these 2 blocks out because they don't matter, and I'll put them over here. There we go. So this is working fantastic. We now have 8 resources being generated. We have gravel, dust and sand, and soul sand. Then we have, what is this, Endstone and Blackstone and cobbled Deepslate and Netherrack. This is pretty nice. It's working great. Now, I want to check something, one last thing before we head out today. I want to check the power because I'm always worried that I'm using a lot of power, and I did do, 4 different, or I should say, yeah, 8 machines, and I upgraded them with diamond tier. So let's see if our power level is still high. And the power system is keeping up. So we're good, guys. How about that? I think this was a good morning. This is early morning for me, so hopefully I can get this video out today if I get editing here in the next few minutes. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click the like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you'd like to be notified of the videos that I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you get all the notifications, okay? Thanks, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.